I'm showing this house in whenever my clients get here, traffic is awful, but I thought I would show you what I look for when I'm showing homes. So let me flip it around and show you. So I'm looking for the bigger things, not necessarily paint and carpet. So one thing I look for is cracks right here, because that is usually a sign of something settling. So that's a big problem. I look for broken windows because that is an expense that sometimes gets missed, especially when you are looking at everything else. Based on the age of the house, I'll look at if the windows have been updated or if they're original. These do look like they've been updated. The original probably would have been a metal. And then I'll look at the kitchen, and I'm looking for water leaks. So I'll look under the sink, see if there's any water leaks. They have this mat on here and shows all that kind of damage, which is actually pretty common when we're talking about under the kitchen sink. So I'm not terribly worried about it, but that's one during the inspection we'd want to make sure that it's taken care of. I'm always looking up at the ceilings to see if there's anything weird going on there. And then I come and look at the HVAC system. And the reason why is this bad boy is about $2,000. And this one, the furnace is $8,000 to $12,000 depending on lots of factors. So I'm always looking at the age. My little cheat code is these often tell you the date. So that's 2006. Probably accurate. And then this one, super nice, tells me there, or I can see it right here. So just kind of what to expect cost-wise getting into the house. Another thing I like to look at, kind of a cheat code, is the vent right here. If it's starting to fail, it'll have black lines on it. So that's helpful. In the laundry room, I'm looking for water damage anywhere along here, because this is one of the most common places to leak when a house is vacant. So I'm checking that out. And again, bathroom. Looking around the toilet, looking for signs of leaks. Just to make sure, because I've seen enough houses and enough floor plans. This is actually really expensive upgrade to have the one stair tread, so that's kind of nice. This whole thing has new paint, which is nice. So swamp cooler there. Oftentimes people don't replace that when they put in an AC, so that's something I'll check when we get here. So looking at just the bedroom, see these windows are what were originally in the house. So downstairs have been replaced, these ones have not. And you can feel it, it is hot in here. Also look at smoke detectors, because those last about 10 years and you have to replace them. Bathroom, it's kind of same. I like to look at like the maintenance with the caulking. I will show you under the vanity again. And then the other bedroom. And I'm walking around trying to feel if anything is unsettled or unflat. So this is newer window than what would have been here. This is how those front ones. And then the other bedroom also has newer windows. So that's what I'm looking for when I look at the house. I'll also look at the roof and estimate the age of the roof, mainly based off of if the house is newer construction or if it's 10, 20 years old, or the type of shingle that's on it. Obviously, a home inspector does all of this and more, but I find it's really helpful when analyzing what type of offer to put in to have an idea of kind of potential expenses coming up. So I'm going to take you out here to show you the kind of the roofs. So here's the community, and I don't think it's going to show, but this one right here is super shiny, which is in a HOA community that is going to be paying for the cost of replacement on the roof. So when I see something like that, I want to make sure that the HOA is budgeting for replacing the roofs, so my clients don't have a major assessment as they come into a community